Okay, so I am doing an iida guide today because I was asked to. So here we go, iida, number one on the server, on my second account. Um, so, first things first, we'll go with talents. So the most important thing with iida is definitely bottom right. Bottom right is just 40% extra true damage on all of his normal attack boost combo. That is most of his damage. I would say 90% of his damage, even. So yeah, that's by far the highest one. It also gives you the Undying Engine, which every 5 seconds you gain 40 points of engine boost. That's pretty useful just for getting up there faster. Second most important is the class rep, top right. This increases his attack speed by 20% and his crit damage by 15. This is always active. It is a passive just like the other one. So this is always active. 20% attack speed and crit damage is massive to always have. Then you also get this, which every hit just increases with attack when you do normal attacks. And this has massive stacks. So that is a lot of attack. That's literally 50% extra attack once you hit the combo requirement. That is a lot of attack. Now, then we go to the left tree. Now, the reason why this is not the best or even the second best is because this is only in proportion to his current engine boost. He's not always at 200%. Most of the time, he's not even at 200%. Like, there's a good amount of time where he's just not. Now, you want to be building up to it constantly, but you're not always at it. Not only that, but at the start especially, you won't have enough crit rate to actually use the crit damage. Then we've got this, which is on the way to this tree, which makes it even worse, because you use this once at the start of the fight. You use W, just to build up your red meter for boosting faster. So you're getting like one stack, and it only lasts 15 seconds. One stack is 2.5% crit damage. That's nothing, especially for this, because you're not building up the stacks. It only lasts 15 seconds. It's just not good. Now, I would definitely 120 him, 130 him. He's worth it. Max out his skills, obviously. You should be putting energy crystals in him, like just attack mostly. But now, if we go to cards, the most important card for him is Nomu. Nomu is by far the most important card for him. You need Nomu. It gives him hyper armor, it gives him a massive attack boost. It's just really, really good. Now, this will proc constantly with iida at higher boost. Because of how fast he is attacking, this will always proc continuously. So essentially, once you're at high boost, he constantly has hyper armor and a massive attack increase. Always. It's really good. The second most important, I would say, is his special EX, Piston Engine. This just gives him a 40% damage increase, essentially. And this isn't just 40% extra attack or anything. This is full-on damage increase. You don't get a lot of that. 40% is a lot. Now, you have to combo to get this, but that is easy. You're iida. You're made to combo. You're going to be comboing just to get your stacks up. So, once you do this and get his stacks up, 40% damage increase. Not including his stats from the actual card. Now, another card that you could give him with this, I would say, you could give him his other EX, but I would say the most important third thing would be LB3 Ecto, because like Nomu, this is always going to be active. Always proccing, and it gives you a lot of attack, like a lot of attack at LB3. So that would be his third most important card. After that, you can either go with a few options, really. So you can have his other EX, his flat damage, which just increases his damage by 12%. It is a good choice. It is useful, it's more damage, you know? And then you also get the additional 200 attack points. Now you can also put Game Start on him. Game Start works really, really well on iida. You can also use Cold Shot. Now, out of Cold Shot and Game Start, I would say, Game Start probably actually gives you more damage. So if you had to pick, I would say either GameStart or Iida's other EX would be the biggest priorities. Now after that, you can put Mirio on him to have his special more, so then you can keep your boost in case you're losing it too much, or you're missing it, or you just want to get your stacks up faster. This can be really useful. All these other cards I would not use on him. For 5 stars, you could also use Kami. Kami's good on him, especially during events or things that you're likely going to get hit for, just to keep his stacks up and to give you that hyper armor and extra damage resistance from the little shield it gives you. It is very useful to stop yourself from losing your stacks, because if you lose your stacks, Iida does no damage. Other than that, you can do what I've done and put Combat Fist. Combat Fist is only really good if you're towards the start of the game, like I am on this secondary account. So on my main account, where people are like 100k, and I'm at end game, this is useless, because my gear is to the point where it gives you so much crit and everything else that this is negligible. This is only really good right now. When I can, I will swap it out, but right now it is the only other really 5-star card that I would put on him. When it comes to 4-star cards, I wouldn't really put 4 stars on him, but you could give him something like Tiger, LB2 Tiger, LB2 Mezzo Shoji, LB2 Ragdoll can be decent. I wouldn't generally use 4 stars on Iida, but those are decent. You could also do something like LB2 Midnight for the healing, but I wouldn't really recommend it. Another 5-star card that you could put on him is Presmike. Presmike is decent on him at LB3. It is pretty good. Other than those, I would not put anything else on Iida. It's just not going to help him very much. Now, as for Iida's affinity, you want to get it to 6 for the hero coins. Do not use it though. His assist is terrible. It's not good. There is many speed assists in the game that are way better than his. His assist is downright terrible. Do not use it. Get it to 6, and then you have the extra hero coins to spend, and you're good. Now, we're going to look at resonance. Mine's nearly triple S, as you can see, because I've been grinding. So, you have his A, which is just crit rate and crit damage by 10%. It's good. None of his passives are bad. Then you have Ingenium Armor. After hitting with E, it just increases your pen by a lot. So that's good. Penetration is really good. And then for SS, you've got a massive crit rate boost. That is good. Then at triple S, you've got a massive crit damage boost. And this is where it starts stacking up a lot. Every time Q is used, you get an attack boost for 10 seconds by current speed. That is good. And then you have increases attack for a combo up to maximum of 80 stacks. That is a lot of stacks. So you can just see where Iida starts to get a bit ridiculous. This is why he is just by far the best single target damage in the game. Now, out of actives, for him, the best is by far Mount Lady. Mount Lady is really, really good on him because of just a massive amount of damage that you do. And he's all about damage. Now, other things that you could put on him, you could give him Pinky. Pinky's actually pretty good on him just for the extra damage because of how much he does. So extra damage taken means he does extra damage and he's doing a lot already, so it's good. Other things you can put on him, Endeavor is good, just to group everything. Endeavor can be really good. Kamui and essentially Kamui's twin, Best Genus. Both of these are really, really good on him. All Might active, I would generally avoid, because it tends to knock them up when it groups them. Grouping is good for Iida, but it knocks them up. And that can cause you to lose your stacks if you're not careful. So I would generally avoid him on Iida. Hierarchy acceleration just isn't really good on anybody. You can put Toga on him. I don't really like Toga. She tends to miss a lot. You can also put Slidero on him. Slidero does a lot of damage, obviously. It has the highest damage in the game for single target. I don't like Slidero. He misses all the time, and he has such a long cooldown that if you don't hit, you're losing out on a lot of damage. Rhodey. Rhodey is just an amazing card. It actually affects you as well, along with your allies, so this is a really, really good card to put on iida. It's just a 28% damage increase. The extra HP is okay, but like it doesn't really heal you much, so it's not that great. When it comes to that, it's a damage increase, so you want it. Barros is good on him. It's just pretty much like a 6-star version of Snipe. It's good. I would use it. The rest of these I wouldn't really use. I wouldn't bother with. When it comes to 5 stars, Snipe is obviously good, but the best thing for him is actually Nezu. Because Nezu hits a lot of times, and that actually can keep up his engine boost. Which is really, really nice. Now, Snipe obviously does more single target damage, so if you're going for that, I would just have both of them at LB3. 4-star, obviously the only 4-star is Heavy Strike. Heavy Strike sucks. Everybody knows this. I only have it on him because I'm not using him right now, and he's not in my teams. He's not in any of my teams. When I actually go into like boss raid or whatever, I'll put on my best actives of like Mount Lady and Pinky on him. But I don't need to do that right now. So, 6-star chips, get them. You want speed, obviously, crit damage, crit rate, damage increase, penetration. Those are the things you want on him. He is definitely worth max overclocking to 5. I would recommend doing that. I would also be shard farming him from hero trials constantly, like from when you start. You want him to be your first triple S+. Him and Sue, you want them to be your first triple S+. After that, I would definitely go for Denki, because Denki is really, really good, especially at triple S+. And after that, I guess Ochako, then Deku, and then Mineta. Mineta's just... If Mineta's Q accuracy was better, and the camera didn't mess up and bug out sometimes, it would be really, really good. But it has issues, and because of that, Mineta is just not that great, even at triple S+. But this isn't about Mineta, this is about him. So, when it comes to combos, you just... Well, you'll see. So, we go in, and then we start the combo. Alright, so timed. First thing you always do when you start off a fight is instantly hit W. Now, it gives you that crit damage, but that doesn't really matter. It's just for building up your bar really quickly. Then you go straight into the special, go into the Q twice, keep building it, keep going. You want to make sure not to lose your stacks and keep hitting them. You press it again, do it again, and as soon as you press it twice, you let go of the special, because otherwise you're just wasting time for it. And you don't want to do that because you're going to need it. Now, once you hit 200%, you want to get the bar up to max. And now that it's max, you can see, you press special, you press E, and you spam Q until you get to 150. And once you reach 150, you let go of the special, and then you build up your bar to red, and then you keep spamming Q. And you can see that this does massively increase damage. Like, massively increased damage. And then you keep spamming. And then before you ult, you want to press E when you're at 200% in max bar. And as you can see, when you press E and then Q, it does a massive amount more damage, because it gives you a lot more attack and penetration rate. So it increases your damage a lot. Now, as you can see, most of Iida's damage was his normal attacks. Most of his damage just comes from his normal attack boost combo. That's just how it is. Iida is an incredibly good character. Now, when you're doing the obvious combos of you're doing like once you hit 200%, right? So let's just do that quickly, because I can't be asked. I am impatient. Bro, imagine how broken he would be if you could do that. But anyway, once you get to 200%, you want to special EQ. Then you keep pressing Q, get up to 200%, and then you want to keep spamming Q until your E comes back. Once your E comes back and you max out the bar, you go into special and then Q again after you press E. And you just want to keep spamming and doing that. It'll reset your engine boost each time, and then you want to get to 200 and max out the bar again and keep doing that way. That is the best way to combo with iida, because it increases his damage a lot when you're at 200% engine boost, and then you press E. Now you always want to make sure that the red bar is maxed out first, and that you press special before you E. Otherwise you will have no boost and you will start at 0. Now, the reason why you do this is to quickly build up your boost, because as you can see, it pops me down to 0, but when I press Q, I instantly get 50, and then I'm at 100, and then I'm at 150, and now boom, 200, easily. It's very, very, very good to do this. Now, this is just how I always get number 1 in mock contests, in boss raid, in every single timed event. This is how. I top the floors and agency by using iida. Iida is so broken in any PvE scenario. He can carry you in so many aspects of the game. So I would definitely recommend building and using iida. He is just, as you can see, super, super, super good. And there's no reason not to use him. Like, if you have a character that can do this much damage, why would you not use him? Look at that. It's crazy. There you go. iida guide is now done. As you can see, number 1 on the server. I would definitely recommend building iida. He is just a beyond broken character. So if you want to top stuff, like I currently am, iida. iida is the way to go. He is the reason why I got such a large score and everybody else did not, because they're not using iida. And iida is just so broken. I could get that score to max if I really wanted to, but I can't be arsed. I'm already by far in first place, so I'm not worried. But iida, man, he's incredible. So there you go, iida guide is now done. Let me know what you guys want next in the comments. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time.